The big shocker in this trailer, of course, the reappearance of Palpatine. What can you tell us about this? How long was this in the cards? Was this sort of in the blueprint from Episode 7?
This has been in the blueprint for a long time. Yeah, we had not landed on exactly how we might do that, but yes, it's always
to be in Episode 9.
Yeah.
Busted yet again. Kathleen Kennedy once again shows her incompetence and that she is a complete liar. A complete liar. I don't know why this lady is the president of Lucasfilm. She has no clue what she's doing. She is red-handed, busted on TV saying that Emperor Palpatine was a part of the plan, but however, I have something different. And I have to credit Mike Zero for this video. Mike Zero actually covered this video first. I saw he was the first one to cover it. And then Gary from Nerdrotic covered the same thing. Emperor Palpatine was never a part of the plan. Kathleen Kennedy lied to everyone, and it is proven. Now, the old director of Episode 9, Colin Trevorrow, he was actually given an interview to Empire Online because he's actually still getting a writing credit for Episode 9. Apparently, they're going to use some of what he thought of for the movie before he was fired by Kathleen Kennedy for no good reason. And he was fired because he wanted Luke alive. Rian Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy wanted him dead. I think he also wanted Snoke alive also, because I believe Snoke was going to be the main villain in his Episode 9, not Emperor Palpatine. So creative differences, he was let go. J.J. Abrams is brought on board very late into the game, and that's the reason right now why Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is still not finished. They have not finished making this movie, and the movie comes out in less than a month, and they're still scrambling to put this mess together. But I guess that's another story, so I digress. So let's look at what he said about Episode 9 when it comes to Palpatine. This is a direct quote from Colin Trevorrow. He says, bringing back the Emperor was an idea JJ brought to the table when he came on board. It's honestly something I never considered. I commend him for it. That's a tough story to unlock, and he found the key. Well, I guess JJ really didn't have a choice because Rian Johnson killed off Supreme Leader Snoke, who was going to be the main bad guy. So he had no choice. They didn't want to listen to you, so they fired you. So this is from the former director of Episode 9. Bringing back the Emperor was an idea JJ brought to the table. It's something that he had never considered at all. Because to everyone, including Kathleen Kennedy at the time, Palpatine was a dead man. Unless Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson knew something they weren't going to tell the next director, Palpatine was never a part of the plan. It's confirmed. Kathleen Kennedy is a confirmed liar. You cannot trust anything she says. Bob Iger, why is this lady still in power at Lucasfilm? Just a day after she says that they had no source material to make movies because there wasn't any comic books, there wasn't any novels, nothing. And that's a complete fabrication of the truth. The truth is they had a lot of source material to use from. And now we get this. Colin Trevorrow probably never thought that he was actually going to rat out Kathleen Kennedy, but maybe he just did. This is payback for firing this man because he wanted Luke alive, he wanted Snoke alive, and you guys wanted to kill him off. And this Palpatine being put in Episode 9, I always believe it was just a desperate move to get old fans to come back. That's the only reason, because if you look at The Last Jedi, it felt like the end of a trilogy more than the middle movie in a trilogy. I mean, who kills off Luke Skywalker in the middle of a trilogy? It doesn't make any sense. Supreme Leader Snoke killed off. These are things that should have been implemented into the final movie. But no, I'm so glad that Colin Trevorrow said this. If you didn't believe Kathleen Kennedy was a liar before, you definitely should believe that she is a liar now. Episode 9 is going to be a complete dumpster fire. Lucasfilm is in panic mode. They still haven't finished this movie. There's no telling when they're going to finish this movie. Maybe it will be probably a few days before episode 9 is released on December 19th. This is just to let you know everything you need to know about Disney Star Wars in the movie theaters. It's a dumpster fire. It's a complete mess. Kathleen Kennedy has to be the worst executive in Hollywood. She doesn't even know her own material, and she just lies to the fans about everything. For a while after Last Jedi, we couldn't find her saying anything. She wasn't giving any interviews. It's like she had disappeared. Now the last couple of days, she has just put her foot in her mouth, and she is just a complete disaster. Everything about her is just a complete disaster when it comes to the Star Wars franchise. She doesn't know anything. But guys, that's my thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this? Colin Trevorrow let the cat out the bag. Palpatine was never a part of the plan, no matter what Kathleen Kennedy said. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.